Hi, my name is Ashley and I would like to welcome you to Breathe Yoga. So for today's practice, if you have a strap and a block, go ahead and grab that and go ahead and meet me in child's pose. So we're going to bring our big toes together, knees apart, and sit back on our heels. Walk the hands forward just to the place that you can let your shoulders relax, and we're just going to settle into this. Maybe rock side to side or wiggle if you need to allow your body to settle into the pose. Now begin to scan your body from the tips of your fingers all the way down to the toes. Notice any place that you're holding tension or stress, any place that might be tight from movement or lack of movement, and just kind of take your mind to those places. And I would like for you to observe how those places change as we practice today. So let's start by taking a cleansing breath. Big round of breath in, inhaling through the nose, and exhale, sigh, let it go. Now, as you scanned your body, go to a place that you feel like there's a lot of tension or energy circulating. Inhale into that place. And as you exhale, imagine that tension leaving the body. One more cleansing breath for whatever reason you may need one today. Big breath in. Exhale, sigh, release. Now from here, just begin to breathe in and out of the nose, allowing the body to melt into the earth, allowing the belly to expand with each inhalation. Eyes are heavy, jaw is relaxed, tongue is relaxed rather than pressing into the roof of the mouth. And taking a couple more rounds of breath here. One more breath. Now try to stay connected to the breath, and as you do, start to walk the fingertips forward to stretch through the shoulders, but not so much you're shrugging your shoulders up around the ears. If you feel like you need a little bit more here, turn your palms up toward the sky so that the pinky sides of the forearms are resting on the earth. And then maybe you reach the fingertips forward as you roll the armpits down toward the floor. And you should feel a really yummy stretch around the scapula, the shoulder blade. Breathe. When you get tired of this, slowly turn the palms to the earth. Walk the hands back towards you just a bit to let the shoulders relax. Maybe you make circles with your wrists, changing the direction of the circles as that feels good to you. Spread your fingers and curl your fingers. And then allow the hands to settle back down. And as you're ready, start to spider walk your hands to the right, maybe even lifting the head and placing the head back down. And allow this stretch to happen all the way up the left side of the body. Reconnect to your breath. Is your jaw relaxed? Are you pressing the tongue into the roof of the mouth? Now slowly make your way back to center and then all the way over to the left. And know that one side of the body is going to feel a little different than the other. As you're ready, start to make your way back to center. And then press your hands into the earth to walk yourself up to tabletop position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to curl the right toes under and then press back through that heel, really stretching the posterior chain. Maybe you feel this all the way into the back, down the back of the leg, all the way to the heel, to the Achilles tendon, the sole of the foot. Another breath here. Now from here, shift the weight forward and then lift that leg up. So you try to make that leg parallel to the earth. Toes are pointing toward the ground. Relax your shoulders. Eye stakes on a focal point on the earth. And then maybe if you feel strong today, press the top of the left foot into the earth. Press into all 5 fingers. And then maybe you lift your left hand, reaching out in front of you. Thumb is up. Breathe. Pulling the navel to the spine to strengthen the core. One more breath here. And as you release, release slowly. Try not to fall to the mat. And then shake out that right hand. From here, curl the left toes under. And then shift the weight back through the heel, straightening that leg but without locking out the knee. And you're actually pressing some weight back through the hands to shift that weight back to stretch the posterior chain of that left leg. Now slowly coming forward so that the shoulders are over the hands. Lift the leg so it's parallel to the earth. Toes point toward the earth. Belly feels nice and strong. Press into the top of the right leg and then press into the left hand, and maybe you lift your right hand up. Challenging your balance. Core is nice and tight. Reach through your fingers. Press through your heel. One more breath here. And now slowly release your hand and knee to the mat without falling, and then shake out that left wrist. From here, we're going to curl the toes under and then walk your hands back towards your body. So you just go to a place that works for you, and maybe you sit all the way up. So if you have plantar fasciitis at all, this is a great stretch for the soles of the feet. It can be quite intense on the toes, so just try to breathe through that for a moment. One more breath here. And then just use your hands to walk yourself back down to the mat. Untuck the toes and then just tap out the feet on the mat to get some blood flow there. From here, big starfish hands, look back in the space you created with the legs. Scoot the legs where you can't see them. Durga or cat-cow. Inhale, lifting the heart, lifting the tailbone. Only going to a place that feels good to your back. And as you exhale, round out through the spine, chin to chest, press through your hands, tucking the pelvis. Let's take 3 more of these on our own breath. Inhaling to rise. Exhale to round out. Just starting to move at your own pace, no rush. Connect to your breath. And then after your 3rd breath, we'll meet back in tabletop position. And from here, we're just going to have a seat. Bringing the legs out in front of us, rolling the thighs in. Now from here, cross the right leg over the left, wrapping your hands around the shins, sit up nice and tall, relax your shoulders. This may be enough for you. If it is, just stay right here. If you would like a little bit more, take that right hand behind you, reach your left hand to the sky, palm faces the center of the body, take a breath in, and as you exhale, rotate. So my rotation is going to stay right about here. If you need more, think about rotating between the ribs and the pelvis. And then maybe you turn your head just a bit. Breathe. One more breath. Now slowly release your head first and then your body. If it's available to you, just pull that leg across the body so the pinky toe side of that right foot is resting on the earth. Bring your fingertips in front of you and sit up nice and tall, and this may be enough for you here. If you feel like you need more, take a breath in, and as you exhale, you might walk your fingertips forward just slightly. So protect your neck rather than looking up or down. Keep your neck in alignment with the remainder of the spine. And if you're rounding out, pull the heart forward. And you're going to feel this down the left side of the leg, the bicep femoris. It will be quite intense, maybe even into the hamstring. Breathe. One more breath here. And now from here, press into the fingers, walk yourself up. You're going to take your hands behind you, underneath your shoulders, uncross the legs, and then just give yourself a little windshield wiper of the legs to work out any tension you may have created. Go ahead and extend those legs long again, sitting up nice and tall. Roll your thighs in to get off the fleshy part of the legs, and then cross the left leg over the right, wrapping the hands around the shin. Big breath in. And exhale, lift up through heart center. Please feel free to stay here if this is enough for you. If you want a little bit more, take the left hand behind you, reach your right hand to the sky, relax your shoulder, big breath, and exhale, rotate. And just go to the place that feels good to you. If you can get your elbow on the outside of the knee, feel free to go there, twisting between the ribs and pelvis, but this is where my range of motion is today. And then as you're ready, release your head first and then your body. Go ahead and pull that left leg across the body to the best of your ability, letting the pinky toe side of that foot rest on the floor. Bring your fingertips out in front of you, big breath in, and exhale, lift through the heart center. And that lift of the heart, that lengthening of the spine may be enough of a stretch for you. If you want a little bit more, big breath in, and exhale, walking forward. Again, one side of your body may feel a little different than the other, and that's normal. Breathe, relaxing your face, your jaw, your tongue. Relax your shoulders. One more breath here. Press into your hands, walk yourself up. Take your hands underneath your shoulders, uncross the legs, walk your feet to the edges of your mat, and then give yourself a little windshield wiper of the legs to work out any tension you may have created. From here, we're going to sit up nice and tall in a cross-legged position or easy pose. I'm going to go ahead and grab my block here for my range of motion for my lateral stretch. Go ahead, inhale, sweep the arms up, big breath in. As you exhale, bring that left hand over to the earth or the block, and then reach that right hand up and over, extending out through the side body. So I need this here today because my range of motion, I can't really go all the way down to the earth. But today I need the block to create a little bit more space in between where I would normally place my hand. Inhale, press to center. Exhale your hands to your heart. That way we can move the block to the other side if we need to. Another big breath in, sweep up. And now exhale, right hand to the earth or to your block, reaching up and over with the left. Again, one side of the body may feel a little different than the other. Inhale, press to center, and now exhale your hands to heart center. As you do, go ahead and exhale your chin to your chest and take a moment of gratitude for something in your life. Release your hands, palm up on your knees. As you inhale, lift your head to a neutral position. As you exhale, take your chin to the sky. Inhale back to neutral. One more time, chin to chest as you exhale. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, chin to the sky. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, looking over the right shoulder. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, looking to the left. Again, inhale, neutral. There's no rush. Take your time. Relax your jaw. Look over the right shoulder. Eyes heavy or closed. Inhale, neutral. Exhale to the left. Good. Inhale back to neutral. From here, bring your hands out in front of you, interlacing your fingers. Take your hands behind your head. Let your head fall back into your hands. Pull your shoulder blades together, opening up across the chest. Big breath in. And exhale, sigh, let it go. As you're ready, drop your chin to your chest. Your elbows fall toward the floor for a gentle weight on the back of the head. Try not to pull this, but just let the weight of the hands and the arms do all of the work. And then if it feels good to you, slowly start to turn your head to the right and to the left with a very small range of motion. Imagine that you're drawing a smiley face on your chest with your chin. And as it feels good to you, you can make that range of motion a little bigger. Make sure you're breathing. The next time you turn your head to the right, take a moment there to hold. Big breath in. Exhale, sigh. Slowly release to center. And again, making the way to the left. Big breath in. Exhale, sigh. And then slowly release to center. Release your hands from your head, palms up on the knees or in the space between the legs, and slowly inhale your head to the sky. Exhaling, chin up. Inhale back to a neutral place. And from here, we're just going to walk ourselves forward, taking a little bit of a forward fold, stretching out through the hips. Your range of motion, just go to the place that works for you. One more breath here. Press your hands into the earth, sitting up nice and tall. From here, we're going to bring our hands behind us, uncross the legs, give ourselves a little windshield wiper of the legs, and then we're going to go ahead and find our way lying on our back. So you can set that block to the side, scoot your hips to meet your heels, lying straight back, and grab your strap if you have that available. So from here, we're going to take our strap, and we're going to wrap it around the ball of the right foot and extend that foot up to the sky. Try to loosen the grip that you have on the strap. Relax your shoulders. This may be enough for you. If it is, stay here. If you need a little bit more, take a breath in. And as you exhale, just slowly pull that leg a little closer to the body. When your exhale ends, hold, take another breath in, and then maybe you exhale, pull in a little closer. If at any point it feels good to you to extend your left leg long, please feel free to do so. Breathe, pressing through that heel. Now from here, we're going to take the strap into the right hand. The left hand's going to press palm down into the earth to support the body. And then just slowly allow that pinky toe side of that right foot to move toward the floor until you feel a really yummy stretch in that inner thigh. If you need to, bend your right arm so that the tricep portion of the arm is resting on the earth to help you hold that leg up. Breathe. Inhale, put a little bend in that knee, use that strap to help you pull that leg back to center. Extend the left leg long if you haven't already. Take the strap into the left hand, press the right hand palm down into the earth, and then slowly pull the big toe side of that right foot across the body. And you want to take this really slowly here to protect the hip. And you may feel this all the way down the right leg in your IT band. This is a great stretch if you're a runner. Breathe. So my range of motion is very limited these days. Feel free to pull that big toe side of the foot all the way over to the earth if that's available to you. Just go to the place that works for you. And then if you want a little bit more across the chest and into the shoulder, turn your right palm up, and you're just going to angel wing slide that arm all the way up till you feel a stretch across the chest, and maybe you reach the fingertips away from you just slightly. When you get tired of this, slowly slide the arm back down, turn the palm to the earth, put a bend in that right knee to remove the strap off the foot. Bring the right foot to the earth and then the left foot. Press both palms into the earth, lift your hips and place your hips back down, in that you're probably resting on that left hip. Hug that left knee in toward the chest, and you're going to wrap the strap around the ball of the left foot, taking that left foot to the sky. Loose grip on the strap with the hands. Relax your shoulders. Breathe. As you extend this left foot up to the sky, just take a moment to notice which side of the body feels tighter than the other. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, maybe you pull that leg in a little closer to the body. When your exhale ends, hold, take another breath. And then maybe you exhale, pull that leg in a little closer. At any point you would like, extend this right leg long. Breathe. As you're ready, take the strap into the left hand. Palm of the right hand presses into the earth, and just slowly allow that pinky toe side of that foot to move toward the earth, opening up the inner thigh. And again, one side of the body may feel a little different than the other. That's normal. Inhale, put a little bend in that left knee, pulling that leg back to center. Use the strap to help you get there. Extend the right leg long if you haven't. Take the strap into the right hand. Left hand presses palm down into the earth. Slowly begin to pull the pinky or the big toe side of that left foot across the body, stacking that left hip on top of the right to the best of your ability. Try to keep your shoulders square to the earth and twist between the ribs and the pelvis. Again, my range of motion is very limited these days, so please go to the place that feels the best to you. Maybe you turn that left palm up toward the sky and angel wing slide that arm up until you feel that yummy stretch across the chest, into the shoulder, maybe even into the bicep, the tricep. Breathe, jaw relaxed, face relaxed. As you're ready, slide that arm back down, turn the palm to the earth, put a bend in that left foot to remove that strap from the leg. Set your strap to the side for now. Bring both soles of the feet to the earth, hands make an A position, pressing down into the earth. Lift your hips and then place your hips back down so your pelvis is now neutral. And then maybe give yourself just a little windshield wiper of the legs side to side to work out any tension that we may have created from our poses. When you're ready, come back to neutral, take a breath in, and exhale, hug your knees into your chest. Maybe rock side to side over the spine if that feels good to you. And you can pull those knees in toward the chest as much as it feels good. Again, my range of motion is very limited. From here, we're going to practice bridge pose. Bring the soles of the feet to the earth. Feet about hips distance apart. And you want to press into all 4 points of the feet, the big toe, pinky toe, either side of the heel. Hands in an A position for more support. Less support, you'll bring your elbows into the earth with the fingertips up. If you want more through the shoulders, go ahead and bring your hands down and I'll instruct you how to get there. Roll the shoulders under just slightly. Relax the pelvis. So if you're pressing your hips toward your thighs and you're arching through the back, relax. And if you're pulling your hips toward your rib cage, relax there as well. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, lift your hips up toward the sky. Breathe. Now I'm going to stay right here, but if you want a little bit more through the chest, through the shoulders, just roll the shoulders underneath you. Maybe you interlace your fingers beneath you and press your fists toward your heels. Keep your belly button pulled toward your spine to protect your low back. Maybe lift your hips a little higher so you feel the iliacus, the hip flexors, maybe down into the quadriceps, depending on how tight you are today. When you get tired of this, slowly release, releasing the hands first. If your fingers are interlaced, bringing your hands to your side, and then slowly lowering down one vertebrae at a time, letting your hips be the last thing that touch the earth. Untuck your shoulders, take a breath in. As you exhale, pull the knees back and toward the chest, and then give yourself a little rock side to side over the spine. From here, extend your left leg long, keeping the right leg pulled in toward the chest. Maybe give that ankle some rotation. Change the direction of the rotation. Point and flex the foot. Spread the toes, curl the toes. Take a breath in. If you need a little bit more, you can exhale, pull that leg a little closer to the chest. Try to keep your shoulders relaxed. One more breath here. And now slowly release the right leg to the earth. Bring the left foot up to meet the right, and then a little windshield wiper of the legs. Coming back to center, take a breath in. As you exhale, hug the knees in toward the chest. And then as you're ready, release the right leg to the earth, letting the heel rest, pulling that left knee in toward the chest, and then start to give that ankle a little rotation. Change the direction of the circle. Point and flex the foot, and then spread through your toes and curl your toes. Take a breath in. As you exhale, maybe you pull that left leg in toward the chest just a little more. Breathe. And on your next exhale, slowly release the left foot to the earth, then the right. And again, this time we're going to walk our feet over to the edges of the mat if your mat is narrow, and then give yourself another little windshield wiper of the leg. And it's going to feel a little bit different as you widen the legs. Coming back to neutral one last time, hugging the knees into the chest. This time we're going to take a breath in. As we exhale, pull the forehead up toward the knees. Big breath in. And exhale, lifting the heart and the forehead up toward the knees, rounding into a little ball, almost like we would at the beginning in a child's pose. So maybe noticing if anything feels different. And then as you're ready, relax your shoulders to the earth. Bring the soles of the feet to the floor. Extend the legs long, turning the palms up to the sky, and allow your body to rest on the earth. And if you have the availability to stay here for about 5 minutes, please feel free to do so. If you need to follow me, just take a moment to scan your body from the crown of your head, across where your head makes contact with the earth, relaxing your forehead, your eyes, your jaw, your tongue. Let your shoulders be heavy, release any energy from your arms, your hands. Allow the trunk of your body to be heavy into the earth, the backs of the legs, the heels. And again, if you can rest here for 5 minutes, please feel free to do so. If you need to follow me, begin to wiggle your fingers, your toes, make circles with your wrists, your ankles. And then take a moment to reach your hands over your head, stretching from head to toe. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, roll to your right side, taking a transitional moment between mindfulness and awareness, pulling the knees in toward the chest. Now, without lifting yourself up, using your head or your shoulder, press your hands into the earth to press yourself up to a seated position, sitting up nice and tall. Finding a place into a comfortable position, maybe rocking side to side or forward or back. Go ahead, shrug your shoulders up to your ears, roll them down and back, turn your palms up, and just take a minute to close your eyes and compare the way you feel now to the way you started your practice. When you're ready, bring your hands to heart center. Again, taking that moment of gratitude for something in your life. Thank you so much for joining me on Breathe Yoga. From the place of light within me, I honor and celebrate the light in each of you. Namaste.